Hey Aries, welcome to your March 2022 general reading. This will be for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and North Node. And just to let you know, this is a general reading and not all messages will resonate with you. If they do, that's great, take them. If they don't, leave them behind. If you want information about a personal reading, please find that information in the description box below this video. And yeah, we'll get started. So Aries, the message I was hearing during your pre-shuffle was Chameleon, and the song Karma Chameleon, which is by Boy George. So you could be transitioning through quite a few, or making quite a few shifts in your life at the moment, and you're needing to be like quite flexible and chameleon like, just to present what you need to present to different people, just to get you to move into your next phase of life. That's what I was sort of getting. But anyway, we'll get started with some tarot messages for you, Aries, here now for March 2022 for the sign of Aries. Some tarot messages. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, March 2022. Aries. And first card out, Six of Cups, Six of Water. And get some more cards out before I make or jump to any conclusions. Next one, Hanged Man. So in a bit of a waiting energy here, early March 2022. That one, no, I won't take that one. There's too many. And March 2022 for Aries. There we go. Two of Air. Making a decision here. Potentially why you're in Hanged Man mode. For Aries 2022 March, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. That one flipped out. King of Air, King of Swords. Could be dealing with an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Aries March 2022. That's too many. There we go. 10 of Wands, 10 of Fire in the middle of your spread, so a lot of burdens and responsibilities at the moment. The Sun card, that's great energy to have here, middle of, coming to middle of March. And let's go the end of March here now for sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. That one wanted to come out. Three of Earth. Eight of Swords and the Devil. Okay. So that flipped out. Eight of Air and then the Temptation card. So the bottom of the deck here we have the World card. So interesting, coming through the energies, looking here through March, there looks to be a bit of stop-start energy and, trying to close up some things, sort of start to mid-March and then like a test towards the end of March. The World card is saying you're coming to the end of a cycle, you're wanting to start a new cycle and transitioning. And there just could be a few loose ends that you're needing to tidy up, coming into your birthday season as well, which starts the end of March, makes a lot of sense, tying up these loose ends, start of March to middle of March, going to your birthday season the end of March. So let's go through this energetically here. Six of Water, Six of Cups, Hanged Man, Two of Air or Two of Swords. So Six of Water typically talks about the past and past connections and past soulmates and nostalgia and looking back to the past, and in Hanged Man mode, it's like saying there's something unfinished here from the past or needing to make a decision on the past. The Two of Swords or the Two of Air is that you're undecided in this first week of March here, trying to come to a decision or trying to make a decision about something from the past. It could be relating to work or romance or connections generally. And it could be relating to this air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. And yeah, coming into the middle of March here, the middle of the spread, 10 of fire, 10 of wands, it's like how many things are you juggling at the moment? You know, trying to, looks like a purification process. She's burning up all of these, you know, commitments and contracts, and she's burning it all up, but at the same time needing to close things out, really needing to finalize things here. And the Sun card is saying you're going to do that, and it's all going to be just before your birthday season, which starts about around the 21st of March. So that sort of ties in really well. There's going to be, you know, a little bit of stagnancy here as your, you know, Hanged Man's very indicative of your 12th house Pisces energy. You know, some things coming up and needing to be reflected on as well. So Hangman being about reflection and needing to take a new perspective, and that's what's had you in a bit of stagnancy here at the start, you know, coming into the start of March. And this King of Swords energy, I feel like there's the decision to be made about this individual, whether it be around a work situation or romantic. It's saying that there is a positive outcome. However, yeah, it's asking you to take a bit of a different perspective with this individual. Coming into towards the end of March here, you've got the 3 of Earth, the 8 of Air, and Temptation. So 3 of Earth being around, you know, collaborations and coming together with different people, different organizations, different connections, and you're in a bit of a stuck in your head about the decisions to make. And the Temptation card here is indicating to not get so bogged down in detail, bogged down in obsessiveness and mental, you know, OCD thoughts around, you know, these collaborations, potentially work collaborations here. There could be also tempting offers that come through, you know, that may tempt you, but they look good on the outside, but, you know, on the inside or, you know, down the track, they're really not going to cave out to be the best choice in the situation. But it's saying, you know, with the Devil energy, try not to do something that you've always done. Like, I think that's the other learning is, you know, the Devil's here to tempt you in terms of a bit of a test or a lesson is, you know, are you going to do the same as you did in the past, or are you going to learn from this? And, you know, identify any toxicity in connections, identify any toxicity in arrangements and collaborations and connections and contracts before you sign them, before you commit to them, before you make agreements. Make this really strong intention that you'll only be looking for connections that have joint benefit. The Sun card is here saying, yes, this is what you want. You want positivity. You want, you know, to move forward and in a bright way, in a positive way, and not be tempted of things of the past, not be tempted of, you know, things that are toxic that you've already learnt from, those lessons you've already learnt. You don't want to be repeating anything here. Let's clarify the 6 of Water now, just to do some further clarification on these messages. King of Pentacles has come up. So somebody from the past here, an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn connection that you're reflecting on here from the past. And, you know, let's clarify the Hanged Man now. Maybe needing to see a different perspective on this individual or on this connection. Hanged Man, Knight of Wands. So this is typically your energy, or it can often represent another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But you're needing to take a different perspective. You're needing to look at something differently around this connection, around this earth sign connection. Take some time to reflect on on what this is about and what the learning is. Clarify the Two of Air here. Clarify the Two of Swords. And the Fool. So yeah, it's saying do something new, do something different from what you've done in the past. Still keep getting that strongly. Hence why there's a bit of stagnancy at the start of March here. You know, don't jump into something. It's saying don't leap before reflecting on what the anything you need to learn or take on board from a past lesson here. And so the Fool card is saying you will take a new path, you will take a new journey here, which is great because, you know, having the World card as this overall energy for March, you're starting a whole brand new cycle. You've done all, you've learnt all you needed to learn in that past cycle, and you're just double checking and making that decision that you're taking a completely new path here, completely new, new path that's opening up, and making sure it's aligned with you, the new version of you. There is a new version of you coming out here with the Fool card. Let's clarify the King of Air now. Queen of Wands. So either this person has you on their mind because of you clarifying them. They're thinking about you a lot. They're thinking about your connection and what that means to them, and what, you know, things that could transpire. They could have been obsessively thinking about you as well here. Otherwise, this is you taking a very logical perspective and making decisions from a logical place, not getting so caught up in your emotions around, you know, middle of March here, what things you need to tidy up and what things you need to be finishing up in your projects. Creative projects I'm getting strongly because of the Ten of Fire. Let's clarify the Ten of Fire now. Clarify the Ten of Fire. Hanged Man again. Interesting. So there's a real needing to clear out and take that, you know, step back, and lifting of burdens I'm getting strongly. So, you know, anything that you've taken on, responsibilities, contracts, agreements, you're taking a you're putting yourself up in the Hangman tree, which is, you know, that new reflection, new insights, and you could be getting new insights around your creative projects that you've had in your life, and looking at them differently, like how you want to move forward with these and whether you want to move forward with these, because they may not be a suitable reflection of who you are today. It could be things that you've done in the past that they may not be, you know, quite the same as who you were when you first started out on that journey. So the Sun card is clarified by the Queen of Cups here. So that's beautiful. You're in your strongly emotional energy here, strongly emotionally satisfied, filling your own cup up, very emotionally stable, coming into, you know, your birthday seasons. What I'm finding or picking up here, because some card can also be this the solstice, crossing over the solstice energy, and you're very emotionally mature and emotionally stable, really tapped into your emotions here as well, and knowing what you need to do to satisfy your emotions. And she's very capable and, you know, has learnt a lot of the lessons, you know, mastered the lessons in the emotional realm here. So that's very, very positive coming into your birthday season. Let's clarify the Three of Earth now. The other meaning of that is it could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person around you that you are, you know, making a renewed commitment to here with the Sun card, or there's a real sense of renewal, like the renewed energy of the Sun, the renewed vitality of the Sun here, in probably all your emotional relationships actually. Let's clarify the Three of Earth. Three of Earth, the Lovers. Interesting. So I feel like there's choices here, you know, options, choices in commitments, partnerships, and, you know, the ones that are of a higher level, are going to move you into a higher level from what I can pick up. It's like you've got either end of the spectrum here. You've got, you know, the temptation card or the devil card at one end and then the lovers at the other end. You know, which one are you going to feed? Which one are you going to choose? The collaborations that take you into a higher place, a higher, you know, the transcending the lessons of partnerships, or are you going to fall into the old partnerships and old connections that you've already, or the toxicity that you've already learnt from? Are you going to fall back into that? Eight of Swords in between here. Let's clarify that. It's just saying you're in a bit of a mental stuckness here, a little bit mentally stuck. King of Cups showing up now. So that's the counterpart to the Queen of Cups. So you could be dealing with a water sign here towards the end of March. And, you know, whether this connection is of a higher, you know, transcending you into a higher place, or is it going to keep you stuck and repeating a cycle, repeating a pattern here? Let's clarify the Temptation card now. Or this person could be stuck, you know, trapped in their thoughts, etc. There's quite a few characters out here, so you could be dealing with quite a lot of distractions, quite a lot of individuals during this period. And here's another one that's showed up, the King of Wands. So a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius now showing up towards right at the end of March. That could be a real old toxic connection that's showing up from the past, or, you know, something that reminds you of a toxic connection coming in to tempt you, and it, you know, there's that. Have you learnt the lesson? Have you decided how you want to move forward with this connection or connections? So yeah, it's some really strong emotional connections, partnerships coming up for either renewal with the Sun or a complete closing out with the Devil card because of the World. You know, you've learnt those lessons. You already know, you know these characters, some of them, and some of them are new, but you need to work out if the new ones are still a flavour of the old, or are the new ones where you get to be this new version of yourself. You know, you want to display to the world what you've learnt. You want to display to the world and be that brave person, heart forward, about to jump off the cliff, and show everyone how brave and courageous you have been in your past and what you've learnt. And expand your energy, you know, move into the Sun energy, expand into that highest version of yourself, not have to shrink and shroud yourself in these types of connections where there's, you know, temptation, devil energy, toxicity. It makes you second guess yourself, makes you hide your true self, and you don't want a connection that has trapped, you know, you trapped in your thoughts here. Eight of Air. So an emotional connection that has you trapped because of, you know, something that's looking like the same as the past. So a lot of learnings that will be tested through the month of March I'm picking up here for you, Aries. Let's clarify with an oracle card now from the Earth Warriors deck from Alana Fairchild. Some beautiful cards. They come up with some beautiful messages. So let's see what wants to come through for you, Aries, in the learnings. Wow. Vision, Ayana vision. Way of the Divine Feminine revealed. Beautiful card here. So the butterfly showing the transformation that you've already made. You know, your vision is very clear through your third eye. You can see clearly now the toxic connections. You can see clearly now, you know, the way to move forward. The butterfly is saying you're having a renewal here, renewed energy through this March period, and you don't need to carry connections, projects, people, places, things that you've already learnt from. You've already learnt the lesson. So let's read from the deck now, or just the actual message to take away with you on Ayana. So the Divine Feminine yearns to reveal her way and her wisdom to you, that you may live passionately and purposefully. As you trust her inner guiding voice, you recognize the authentic desires and visions that move you from within, that are the seeds of your sacred mission. You shall experience the clarity and soul-deep relief that only truth can bring. You shall experience a knowing of purpose that awakens your ability to live deliberately and experience deep fulfillment. So when she turns up, Ayana Vision is the blossoming awareness of your life purpose and true inner passion. You are being lovingly pushed to admit to your authentic and most passionate soul yearnings, becoming bold with honesty. What means so much to you that you are willing to give up all that you have held onto out of fears that it may be? What matters enough to you that you would symbolically die and be reborn with all the endings and uncertainty such growth entails, so that your dream can become real? Don't turn away from your yearning out of fear, practicality, or any other excuse to replace faith with doubt. Your truth acknowledged will bring you peace, even if admitting it also means facing the personal transformation required to bring that truth to life in your world. When it is truth, it is healing. Embrace it. So talking about your life purpose and what you're stepping into now through March, and old behaviours, situations that have gotten you to this point, you've learnt that path, you've learnt from that spiral already, and you're starting a new chapter, a new cycle of growth with different individuals, and may not, some old individuals can feel you pulling away, and sometimes will show up in your experience, or some old energies will turn up just to see if you've actually, learnt from that lesson, or have you decided you wanted to relearn it or re-experience it. So I guess there's no right or wrong. It's just saying that your life purpose or your life path is being revealed at this time, and it's time for you to step into that. So the healing process for this card, when it shows up, is placing your attention on the image of the oracle card and seeing the peaceful love in the eyes of the goddess as she gazes gently into the depths of you. Her gaze can evoke certain feelings in you of being deeply loved and nurtured, of being seen at an honest and deep level with absolute acceptance. Whisper kind and loving words to yourself as if the image was speaking to you. You may like to repeat the words below several times over to yourself in a soothing voice. You can also create your own words of love if you wish. I love you. I am here for you. All is well. I trust you unconditionally. My faith in you never wavers. I will always care for you. I am always by your side and in your heart. Together we shall ensure your divine fulfillment for the greatest good of all life. Then say this prayer out loud. You can follow after me if you like. I invite the unconditional love of the Sacred Mother to heal my mind, body and soul. I open to your true guidance, to the vision of beauty that you hold for me this lifetime, and all the resources that you give so generously, that I may fulfill my being and my destiny. May your truth calm my mind and bring divine knowledge to my heart. I trust in the truth of what your perfect will holds in store for me. I need no fear. I embrace your loving presence within my heart. So take some time out to, relax and absorb those messages. And just to reflect or give an overview, there's definitely a lot of people that you're moving or you're interacting with this month. Some could be distractions, some could be newer contracts or relationships that are coming in here, and you need to be able to discern what is from what, and who is part of your future and who is to be let go of and rescinded to the past, and being grateful for those lessons from within those relationships and connections. So thank you so much, Aries. I hope you got some good messages out of this reading, and look forward to seeing you later in the month. Cheers.